Next up, we have one of the emerging stars of the Canterbury and Kent spoken word scene. He was at the Wise Words Slam, did incredibly well. I've been really enjoying watching his development as a poet and as a performer. So please welcome to the stage, Sven Stears.
My name's Sven, and I'm a local poet. I know there's a gap between the words local and the name Sven. Just consider me like a xenophobe's boy named Sue, and we'll get on fine. And when I say I'm local, I'm from Maidstone down the road. I managed to escape, obviously. I came here to university, so both the two main poems I'm going to do for you today are kind of from that purview of coming here to learn. Although I didn't graduate, so the education I happened was not in the classroom, obviously. But this first piece, I know some of you could be out celebrating Halloween. So this is a small Halloween haiku, just to sort of grease you into the way I do things. Aliens attack! They've come for our leaders! And that's fine by me. This next piece is more serious, and I guess it's kind of, it's called career advice. And if I had a career advice giver like this when I was thinking about my education, I might not have had to go to university and then drop out. You, should be an elephant technician, herding awkward topics from rooms where conversations weep so that we can talk freely, as you keep chat poachers chained up in mammoth ivory towers, tricking them into thinking they're better than the rest of us, just to keep them as far away as possible, giving us time to use the mastodon memory you found in locked trunks, so we could build a moment, something important, anything at all, so long as it was real. You'll get used to it, buddy. A consultant to the barrier reef, studying for 10,000 hours to understand why it takes 8,000 years to build something great. And maybe then you could shrink the walls that grew between us, however organically, and understand the correlations between all living things and the relations that possibility lay before us, so we could all stop running aground on these shit specks that dirty our vastness. You, best of all, man, a paparazzo of the star systems, sneaking into cosmic soirees and snapping shots with a long-range Hubble lens to expose the imperfections of our little more foundation could have led to an entire civilization growing in the gap between their bright, pearly white doors, and how we are all made of the same great cascading clouds of potential, hanging in pillars of creation, breathing light into the bleak black, to really, really broaden our event horizons. I'm really sorry. Have a look at the con man about you. Rugged like an uppercut, but sophisticated white-collar Hollywood like legends of honourable thieves. However, I know, looks can be deceiving. So your job is to help us believe by revealing our insecurities and showing us how to let people in through even the most impenetrable of defences, so we can all see the X-ray safecrackers hidden behind bolted hearts. Me? Me. I want to be your knight in shining drama, drawing swords into complex sketches that portray the flaws in the kaleidoscope of battles we'd staged, looking through a long-range Hubble lens we borrowed from a paparazzo of the star system so we could all stay as far away from ground zero as possible, because nobody wants to be a zero in their own fantasy, not even the stars. If you've ever seen those guys fighting, so much colour. Meanwhile, we'll all be mirrorball suns, teaching each other how to bathe in our own light. Thank you. My dad's been been saying it for years, but look, all mouth and no trousers. This next piece is kind of the main thing I want to give to you guys today. It's called Deep Sea Busker, and it's about how I came here to university and amongst, I'll try that again with real words, amongst all of the institutions that Canterbury has to offer, the university, the cathedral, the walls, everything that all these poets are going to talk to you about. The thing that I took away was a person. So this is called Deep Sea Busker. There's a hole in my city, as vast as our city walls, as empty as our cathedral, and as intense as his guiding stars. Isn't it funny how some things seem to last forever, but it's never the things that truly matter? This is the story of one such thing, a man, a master mind-gazer, a witland wanderer, a neuronaut who marched across miles of open history to find me, press a pearl into my hand, gather storm and bluster, all the soul he could muster, pick up his guitar and then strum a chord that Poseidon would have been proud of, and then sing to me as if no one else was there. He said, I see you, boy, riding your iceberg made of lies. And you know what they say about the undersides of icebergs? That's right, really cold water. So, if you ever want to take a leap of faith and jump into a sea of honesty, then take my hand, follow me, put both feet forward, enjoy that momentary cradle as your world unstables, but prepare for the bite gasp and the numbing clarity. Because the truth, it doesn't hurt, buddy. It's as cold and unfeeling as the lies are, but it's hard. Because the truth won't float like lies will. You might have to sink a few times to get it right, but you'll pick up a few pearls along the way. That one there was made from dreams and aspirations, collecting salt at the bottom of an ocean, with the dolphins and crustaceans who want to see truth given motion in the air with the angels, and you can keep it, because I can see you need it. He retreated then, back to his cobblestone throne, on the high seas of the high streets, to sing songs to right wrongs as old as the cobblestone throne he shared with the likes of Augustine and Anselm, Thomas Becket, Mellitus, Theodore of Tarsus, and all the other patron saints who died for their cause. Daniel, Tide, Lloyd, these words are not yours, because I wasn't listening. I wasn't wise enough to realise I was being taught something. And then I heard they found you years later, upside down in the water, an oyster returning to the sea. Thank you.
One time for Sven Stears. So Sven, along with Emrys, who I'll introduce a little bit later, and Lucy Fennell, who some of you may know, we're going to be working on this project called Spoken Word in the near future, a poetry and education project, so Sven will be inspiring some of the next generation of spoken word poets in the county very soon. Okay, so we're going to move on to